Hey guys, today we're going to be building this most certainly weird set. I think this is one of the most questioned sets ever, and it was like one of the first sets that honestly really revealed what a random theme this was going to be. At the end of the day, you really just buy these sets for the characters, but nonetheless, like the motor is cool. It's a weird reference to a not so good game, but someone really has to explain what's going on over here. Like, it's a cage for Shadow from the bad guy that created Shadow, but it's also a toll booth at the highway. So I don't quite get it. But we're gonna build it nonetheless, and most exciting of all, this is actually the instruction manual stuck. There we go. There goes the weird box. But this is actually the first set that I have with paper bags, which is really cool. I'm really excited to see these roll out. Don't even care about them being plastic or paper, because at the end of the day, this is killing trees, so someone really has to explain to me if this is actually better or not. But I just really like how they look and how they work. Fun story is that, I mean, first of all, today's my birthday, and this set was actually a gift from one of my friends who also has a set, and we both find this set so overly random that he thought it would be funny to give this set to me also. And of course, I'm not going to be mad. I mean, Shadow is in this at the end of the day, which is really exciting. But yeah, he thought this set was so random and weird that he figured he'd give it to me too. And it was quite funny. For my birthday, I actually got some more stuff like a Goombrat from one of my other friends. Really cool. And this kind of off-brand but really awesome also question mark log that you can even like... Oh, there goes my light remote. There we go. It's kind of funny because it cuts off the last node, but it's especially cool if you try to turn it on. I love that. It's so satisfying. And I also got a Koopa plushie, but I accidentally buried it under my Nintendo Switch. There it is. I'm also really happy with this one. You might have seen in some of my older videos that I also have a small Yoshi. I actually have no clue where I... Oh, there it is. I'm quickly gonna grab it. Oh, it looks like they're in the perfect same scale. Look at this. Look at this. It's awesome. Oh, I love it. The camera's there, guys. So yeah, thank you so much to my friends. These are all amazing gifts, but today we're going to be focusing on the Shadow the Hedgehog escape set. I don't know what he's escaping from, but like I said, this set is a bit random. At the end of the day, it's not as bad as giving Knuckles a random mech suit. This time I'm going to use the paper instructions. For bigger sets, I like using the digital ones so I don't have to look down constantly, but it's fine for this one. This set is quite small. So yeah, let's open up our first little paper bag, which is really cool. I hope it goes as well as last time. Like, it's so good. It ripped off nearly perfectly. It's really satisfying. It's really fun to do. Yeah, it's a great improvement over the plastic ones. And for the record, they also sound great. They don't sound much different than the plastic ones. And I almost argue that they actually sound a bit better because the sound is more pleasing than plastic bags. Though for now there's still small plastic bags in them, but they're also rolling these out in newer sets. So don't worry too much about that. Let's get Shadow out. There we have him. This has been the first paper bag of my collection. There we go. This minifigure is really cool, honestly. Might have to change the direction of my lights quickly. It's a bit too much forward. There we go. Oh, much better. It's not really focusing. No, it doesn't want to. Wait. Sorry, struggles of phone cameras, you know? Maybe I can use the paper bag. It's like a background. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Means now it's focusing on the bag. But anyways, point is that this is a really cool minifigure. I do have the original Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone set, which is one of my favorite display sets thus far. For those curious, I don't actually play Sonic games. They're too fast for me. I'm not even going to lie about that. I don't really like them. But I absolutely love the worlds and the characters of Sonic, so I'm not even going to act like I'm not a Sonic fan. I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to sit him down, though. I don't want him to fall over constantly. There we go. Oh. I think his head is too heavy. No, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Let's open the small little plastic bag. There we go. This is also a really cool piece that I didn't know existed up until this set when I saw my friend build it, because I actually saw him build his version. And it's kind of crazy because I wanted this piece to exist, but apparently it existed all along. I don't know if this is a new piece. If it is, then I feel way less stupid. Oh, interesting that we're actually starting to build the motorcycle first. I expect them to build the Rhino bot, I think it's called, first. But I guess we're gonna just build the motorcycle first, no problem at all. The set is full of interesting pieces, just like this, to hold the wheel. So it's definitely an interesting parts package. Like, another interesting piece, it just doesn't end, is this. It's so specific. The camera really does not want to focus today, does it? Oh, there it goes. And also, one last thing that I want to show is a cute little chick. Oh, it's adorable. Like, I love it. It's perfect. It's a perfect little mold. Anyways, let's actually get to building now. He also had this really cool little print. I'm just looking how to hold it. There we go. It's apparently the logo of the Shadow the Hedgehog game, which, as far as I'm aware, is not the best game ever. So that makes the set even more interesting. The fact that they make a set referencing such an unpopular cult classic game is an interesting choice on the Lego Sonic the Hedgehog theme, designers. But I mean, it's not like I'm gonna complain. It's still like a cool nod. Like Mario would never make such specific references to games, I feel like, unless you call like the Mighty Bowser set a reference to Mario Galaxy, because then he gets big too. But in my opinion, that doesn't count. Why are we building upside down now? It wants me to hold it like this for some reason. Which, well, time for my 3 long no stopper Technic pin. I love this piece, man. It's so cool. There we go. It's crazy that this randomly exists. Like I wanted that piece to exist for decades. At least that's what it felt like. And apparently it just existed already. I was so surprised when I saw that for the first time. It's such a useful piece just for like this wheel. Like a normal pin can do that, and wow, this spins incredibly well. I'm surprised by how creepy good that rotates. I might actually, after this recording, just look up, because I'm pretty sure this motor is from a game. Wait, why does it want me? I think this third step is just kind of like an empty step. It's just like put pieces on and then rotate it. I don't think there's like anything like actually edit there. No, because there's no other parts. Interesting choice. Anywho. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure that this motorcycle is actually based on an actual design from the games. So I'll, after this video, look up how this motorcycle actually looks, because I feel like that's a good thing to know if you're building this. A bit too tight so the wheel isn't spinning much. Oh, are you seeing this? Probably not. This one spins very crazy good too. Since when do just axle wheels rotate this well? Oh, and we put so this is also really some clever parts usage. These are like paint rollers, and they use them for the handles. And they work really, really incredibly well, but it's just a bit interesting how we just plop them on this wheel assembly. There we go. And now just plop it on and the bike is done. Like, shout outs to the designer of this bike. It's a really cool build, honestly. The only little thing that I wish they did different is how Shadow just sits on it. Like, Lego has those pieces that instead of sitting on them, they like kind of like put their legs around it. But yeah, here they just decided to make it look kind of goofy where he's just sitting on top of the bike, which is a little bit of a quirk to say the least, but it's not the worst thing ever. And because of how easy it is to move these handle pieces, it's actually kind of challenging to get him in position and actually hold the steer. So I'm just gonna do it like this. It looks like he's holding the steering. Yeah, I mean, it's really not that bad, but it's not amazing. I mean, I love it. The bike build itself is really fascinatingly uh, well done. It's like a fairly simple build, but it really looks nice and detailed at the end. But it's just the way the minifigures work with it is interesting. So I'll have to look up how it looks originally before I'll judge that. I also just feel like it's a bit too big. I feel like a custom molded piece could have just done a better job. It's just, if you put this next to an actual minifigure bike, like, a minifigure bike is not even half the size of this thing. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? But again, it's a really cool build. It's just a bit of a weird decision to make it this size and with Shadow in that position. I'm gonna put the chick inside. It's adorable. Oh god, I killed it. There you go. I think now we're building the wheel, between very big quotation marks, of the Rhino bots, I think it was called. Should have checked before recording, but it's really not that important, I guess. In my opinion, the enemies of the new sets are also a little bit too big, actually. If you compare this, the size of these enemies, compared to the enemies of the original, like Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone set, which was, I think, yeah, it's a Lego Idea set. I was just looking at the box. You might be able to see it. It's right there. Like, these enemies are massive compared to those. And it puts in a bit of a weird scale where the pieces just feel all a bit too big and clunky, to the point where you kind of like lose detail because they're not like small enough where you can excuse not having that detail, but they're also not big enough where you like can add detail with big pieces, you know? So they just kind of give like this weird super clean feel, which doesn't really scream robot to me. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, they still look great, especially this one. But like, if you compare the Buzz Bomber, which by the way, I have a Buzz Bomber on my ReBrickable, which link in the description, which is a free download, by the way. So if you want to build a better Buzz Bomber, go ahead. Designed in the style of the original Green Hill Zone set. But the point is, the official Buzz Bomber looks like not good. It looks actually kind of horrible, in my opinion. So yeah, some of these enemies are just kind of weird, and that's not even per se because of their style. Just the shaping on them sometimes strays so far away of the source material, especially like the buzz bomber. Like, just look it up. It's in the Tails Laboratory, I think it's called, or Tails Workshop. It comes like with the airplane. I don't remember the names of these things. Like, in general, a pretty cool set. It's super overpriced, but in general, I like the set. But like, the Buzz Bomber just is so hideous. So whoever designed it, I don't want to be rude, but I practice designing Buzz Bombers. If you want a better Buzz Bomber again, go check out my ReBrickable page. And if you have the original Green Hill Zone set, you probably have the other face print left, and it actually uses that. So I'd advise checking it out. I also tell you how you can properly display it on the Green Hill Zone like it's flying. So there's lots of cool stuff over on my ReBrickable page. And this time it's not even just per se me advertising, that's just me saying how really bad that the original Buzz Bomber looks, but I'll stop being rude to the original designers because I don't want to be too disrespectful to them. Of course, they tried their best. Let's continue now on the head of the Rhinobot. Oh, one final note, actually, that I never even thought of. I'm sorry, I got distracted because like I'm also watching a GDQ video with Carl Sagan 42 about Mario Maker glitches, and it's fascinating, even though I already know most of these. But now there's like a Magic Koopa spinning at light speed. But anyways, the thing I wanted to say is that it's kind of a really cool building technique. That I mean, it's not per se a building technique, but wait, once I have it here, I'll show you. Just want to make sure these eyes are. I think they're about lined up now. But one thing I never considered is how, like, if you have one of these, it doesn't want to focus again, but I think you can tell. Please. No, it doesn't want to. I'm so confused to what it's focusing on right now. It really doesn't want to. I'm gonna grab the bag again. There we go. It's a bit better. It's just dark now. Struggles. But anyways, if you use like one of those plates with double-sided studs. Oh, nice thing about these bags is they can stand up, by the way. But that's exactly 2 studs wide. I never even considered that, but that's actually kind of an important building technique, you could almost say. So I'll keep that in mind. So that's something I learned from this set, which is really cool. So I really have to look up, are these eyes from the minions? Because like they look like they come straight from the minions. I also really like how they built the nose. It's very simple, yeah, but I'm not the best yet. I'm definitely getting a lot better at it. Like, I'm working on updating my Koopa Troopa right now, and I'm definitely getting better at like finding ways to connect stuff. I'm just gonna grab the bag again because I don't trust it to focus. But like the way that this is set up, that the front spike is like a half a plate lower than the second one, is a really cool but simple building mechanism. Use like one of these camera-like pieces. I mean, it's a really fun building technique. That actually took a little while to notice it because I've been staring at this box for like the entire day because I got this at school. And I was like, how did they do the nose? And now I finally know, and it's actually really cool. I'm actually quite fascinated by the building techniques here. you go. I think that's the head. Like, it looks so strange. Though I think we're still putting something on top of it to, like, fill the gap. So I hope we are, because else... it looks so wrong. It just has a massive gap in its back. So it says it's finished, but I don't think it is. I thought so. Jeez. Yeah, it's better. It's just the proportions are very off from the original, from the source material. Which I know you can put the chick in there. You cannot even see it. It's too massive. Anywho, I accidentally rolled this thing forward so much. Please stay. Thank you. We have a lot of spare pieces in bag number 1. Like, look at that. That's bag 1, and we only built 2 things. This one didn't rip perfectly, but that's no problem. It's just a bag. There we go. Nice thing is that's also much easier to make sure that these are empty because they're so stiff. So yeah, in my opinion, paper bags are a win. They're amazing. Like in plastic bags, you every now and then forget to take something out by accident. Which is, like, most of the time it's fine, but sometimes it just leads to you just endlessly searching like pieces for the longest amount of time, which is sometimes quite annoying. Then you're just annoyed at yourself that it's just still in the bag. Okay, so apparently this build is more than half the instruction manual, because like this little shadow that has to run all the way here. Which surprises me, because this build is comically small. But I'm sure it's fine, of course. Doesn't really matter. Like, definitely, if someone has any clue to what they're trying to build here, I mean, it's of course a toll booth at the highway, but why? If any of you can explain to me and my friend what the heck is trying to be accomplished with this set, feel free to. It will not offend us. So yeah, because like I really want to know what this has to do with Sonic or Shadow right now. And also, this is Shadow's escape, but I honestly don't really know what he's escaping from, but that might be part of the story of the Shadow the Hedgehog game. But honestly, what decent human being played that? Besides the poor souls that didn't know what they were gonna get trapped in. This is a print? Oh yes, that's awesome. Sorry everyone was so hyped about this. This is like one of the coolest prints ever. Of course it's not gonna focus, but it's like a display panel about Shadow the Hedgehog. That's really, really awesome print. Wait, what is this piece? It's like a really weird Technic arm. Sorry, there was dirt on the piece. I cannot handle dirt on my piece. No clue what I'm building right now. This thing is done. It's something with lines. Sure. Now we're attaching it to this for some reason. Patented yellow and black flop, I guess. There's so many questions with this set, honestly. Oh, we're building the Eggman face right now. I have to admit that they're really bad at positioning the mustache and nose in the right place. They're big built Eggmans. Like in this one, the mustache is above the nose. I really wonder who designs these. Look, the mustache is above the nose. I'm so confused. Well, this is a cool piece. Like, I've known this existed, but I never seen it. It's like a too long bar, and for some reason it has like a little stopper in the middle. A really cool piece, and very handy, but I've never had it in my life. Oh god. You now have to place 8 1x1 tiles perfectly straight. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm just going to put them on in a way, and then we're just going to slide them straight. They're not at all straight. I mean, you can probably not tell, but then I'm just going to push it against my desk. I'm going to rub it like that. There we go. Now they're perfectly straight on here, and it's a clean effect. I really like 1x1 tiles because they have like a bit of a bevel on their corners, so it's really nice. Oh, video's done. Wait. Okay, this is interesting. So you put this down like that. It's very wobbly. Then you push this, and it falls down at a stupidly high height. Interesting design. Okay. Wait, what does it want me to do? So it wants me to... Why does this have... What? Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, so... Interesting order of events. So you press this, so he escapes from that. Then there's of course a random bike there, because at the end of the day he was captured in the middle of the highway. Of course, but then there's also a bad guy, which you could I guess just make the guard. That what they want you to do is just ignore him and go off. That's what the instruction manual says. Yeah, like I said, this set is weird. I don't know what to say about this. I will be making a review on this, but not anytime soon. I have a very specific date in mind for this. So... yeah, I'm not going to review it too much. This is pretty cool. Would much rather prefer this for like $8-10, something like that, instead of like 20 for whatever is going on here. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of vague episode of me building a thing. This was an experience. Building wise, it was actually kind of fun. It was very simple, so it's definitely good for children. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the video right there. If you somewhat enjoyed this weird experience of a fever dream, then please consider liking this video and hitting that subscribe button. I hope the button closed now, because that's a thing apparently. And of course that you go check out my ReBrickable page if you want to support me. For example, the custom buzz bomber. Oh, before actually, these are all the spare pieces from bag 2. So there's a lot of spare pieces. I cannot lie, that's probably the best thing about this set. Besides the shadow figure, I cannot understate how amazing that this design is. The bike is really cool too. Looks a bit funny in some angles, but in general, well done on designers for designers. This build looks cool, I guess. It's comically simple, and the colors are colors. This build is cute-ish. It exists. I didn't need this. And then you have the chick, which, no, this is the best part of the set. Buy this for the chick. Nothing else but the chick. It's literally the best thing ever. It's a chick.